Welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. It's been a couple months since I completely changed up my watch collection. I sold almost every member of my rotation and I went ultra minimal. Now, in the couple months since doing that, I have acquired a couple pieces. So let's do an updated state of the watch collection. I'll turn the camera around and let's take a look at what's in rotation. The first piece is a plastic swatch. This is the Swatch Van Gogh Starry Night edition. I saw this online. I bought it on a whim. I'm very glad I did. I think it is a cool collectible. I don't wear it all that often, but I'm glad each time I do, and I'm glad it's a part of the watch collection. Now, the next piece is a micro brand called Zelos. This is the Hammerhead Titanium with the mother of pearl dial. It's a very light watch, an original design, very angular and faceted when it comes to the case and bracelet. And my favorite feature is this gorgeous mother of pearl dial with tiny bits of mother of pearl that is arranged in a geometric pattern. So it really doesn't matter what angle you're looking at this watch. You see something dynamic, you see some light play and color play, and I think it's phenomenal. So this one is a fun piece. It's a very value rich piece. It's nice to wear when I want something lightweight, tough, with absolutely fantastic lume. The next one is a long-running favorite of mine. This is the Pasha de Cartier Sea Timer. It is my only Gerald Genta design, and I think the thing I like most about this is the fact that it is very unexpected for Cartier. When you picture Cartier in your mind's eye, you're probably thinking of a tank or a Santos with a light dial, a silver dial, black Roman numerals, and blue accenting, and this is nothing like that formula. And the fact that it is so solid and well built, it's elegant, but it's also robust. It really goes in almost any situation and environment. I just appreciate that myself. Now, the next one is a recent purchase of mine. I've only had it for a couple weeks, but this is the Black Omega Ceramic Seamaster. I purchased this one with the intent of using this as my summer sports piece, a watch that I can take hiking and camping and rafting and on vacation with family or on business trips, something that can go in any situation and fly under the radar, look stealthy cool, and be very capable. So this one is almost impossible to scratch, and really nobody notices this. So I'm really digging this watch. Again, I've only had it for a couple weeks, but I have taken it on a couple different hikes, and I can't tell you how satisfying it's been to wear and to use. And that takes me to my last watch of the 5-watch collection. This is the Rolex Day-Date in yellow gold with the champagne dial and the applied Roman markers. This one, I would say, is my traditional predictable watch. And you look at the other four, and they're a little bit out in left field. They're not the predictable watches. And I would say, for the most part, I gravitate toward the off-the-beaten-path type underrated watches. But sometimes I go with the very predictable, the very classy and lovely watches like this Rolex President. It has been a long goal of mine to own a full precious metal piece. And so I was fortunate enough to realize that goal this year, and I wear this one the most. I adore everything about it. Now, that being said, let's kind of appraise my watch collection here as I wrap up this update. So the thing that I kind of like about it is the fact that I have so much versatility for only 5 watches. There's versatility from brand, versatility and style of watch, but my favorite thing is the versatility of material. So I have a plastic piece, I have a titanium piece, I have a stainless steel piece, I have an all ceramic piece, and of course I have the gold. So if I wanted to, and I don't know that I'll necessarily do this, but it might be fun to explore different materials and build a small watch collection of different materials for each watch. So I could go look at bronze, I could go look at silver, I could look at tantalum or carbon fiber, or I think there's even wood watches, platinum watches. I know some of these pieces, there is not a lot of selection from various brands because the material is pretty exotic or pretty expensive. So I don't know that I'll necessarily do that, but it's something that's kind of intriguing to consider. Above all, with me, I have an open mind. I never know where I am going to go next, and I will consider almost any brand and almost any watch. And that's part of the fun of it for me is not knowing necessarily where I am going next. I have long-term goals. I always have a list of watches that I am considering, but I haven't laid it out. I haven't mapped it out like I know some of you do. So part of the sporadic, kind of erratic journey or meander through, this building a watch collection and changing a watch collection many times. It's ever changing. Part of that flow is the fun for me, as silly as that may sound. So let me end with a couple watches that I have going around my mind right now. I don't know that these will be next, but I am definitely considering these watches for future purchases. One of them is a watch that kind of blew my mind recently. A buddy of mine came to Utah to visit, and he had some awesome IWC watches with him. And this is one that I have never tried on until we met up and we went to lunch together. This is the IWC 46 millimeter Big Pilot 7-day automatic. It is massive. It is cool as can be. It had so much presence and a powerful stance on wrist, and then the most enjoyable crown to operate over at the 3 o'clock position. This one is heavily weighing on my mind. Another one is the Cartier Tank Francais. This one is one that I just think looks dang cool. It's a recent release from Cartier, and I'd love to see one in person. I have yet to see one in person, but looking at renderings, looking at a couple reviews, I think it is something that would be right up my alley. Other than that, again, there are a few watches that I am considering. I probably have a list at any given time of about 12 pieces, but those ones are the ones that are at the top of the list at the moment, and this list, again, is ever changing. So thank you for taking the time to watch this updated state of the watch collection. Let me know what you think of my kind of crazy 5-watch collection. I know it's eclectic. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but let me have it here in the comment section. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.